Liz is incredibly hardworking. She's very dependable. She leads by example. If there's something that needs to be done, Liz will be the first to volunteer to do it.
I came to work for the company about 10 years ago. When I was given the job opportunity, I had never owned a firearm, never shot a firearm, knew nothing about firearms at all. But today, I am a proud firearm owner of multiple Smith & Wesson firearms, and I go to the range every chance I get. I also have friends who never thought about shooting before, and today ask me when I can take them to the range.
When Liz joined the company, there really was not an investor relations function. Liz represents the company with all of our investors. She really has taken that function at Smith & Wesson and then adding corporate PR, and has done a good job interacting with basically the public and investors vis-a-vis Smith & Wesson.
When I came to work for the company, we had no financial analysts that covered the company. We had no institutional ownership. And so our goal was to carry the message of Smith & Wesson out to the investment community. And there was a lot of work there to be done. I remember sitting in meetings where people would say, Smith & Wesson, is that the gun company? And are you publicly traded? I mean, they really didn't know that we were around. Over the past 10 years, it's just changed profoundly. We have a much broader product portfolio. We have a market capitalization that exceeded $1.5 billion. And today, our institutional ownership exceeds 70%. We've generated tremendous interest, not just in our company, but our industry overall. I think that we've proven out there in the investment community that we're an industry that's very vibrant, that is capable of pretty impressive growth, that's got a very exciting changing demographic behind it over the long term.
Smith & Wesson was one of the first firearm companies to recognize the growing importance of women in the sport of shooting. But when it comes to women, firearms are an equalizer. They're not only interested in pink firearms, they're interested in learning about becoming a proficient shooter and carrier.
At Smith & Wesson, we really do value the growing ranks of women coming into the firearms market, and we try to stay connected with them. I am one vice president of the company, but we have 3 women out of 8 vice presidents across the organization that are female. Beyond the senior ranks, looking across the organization, 43% of our leadership is comprised of women.
I'm just truly empowered to feel like, women can do anything in this organization and in this industry. I think that we see a broader look at giving back to the community. She's a founding member of a 501c3 organization called Sniff AZ that spays and neuters dogs and cats that come into shelters in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And not only that, she gives back to her professional organization, NERI, by being a past board member. One of the things I find really exciting is that Liz has now increased her participation as a leader in the NRA. She is now co-chair of the Corporate Executive Women's Roundtable, as well as a leader on the Women's Policy Development Committee. Those are 2 great areas where we can focus on bringing more women into the NRA and showing them that women have a place in the NRA. And Liz's participation in those committees is really going to help us all move forward and form an NRA that women feel comfortable in.
We definitely recognize the growing force of women as customers and their need to have a place to go as they come into the industry. So we're always looking for opportunities to help support venues and websites and programs that make them welcomed into the firearms community. We decided to become the presenting sponsor of the NRA Women's Network. In addition to that, we are a sponsor of Love at First Shot, which is one of the programs on the network that caters to women coming into the space. We also have provided eye and hearing protection for all of the female certified NRA instructors out there.
It's really interesting to walk around an NRA annual meeting and see the changing demographics. So we're really excited now that a 3rd member of the executive team of Smith & Wesson is receiving a gold jacket.
And I'm very proud to be a woman receiving a gold jacket in the ranks of these really accomplished guys. I think the program overall is the thing I'm most proud of. It shows, as those gold jackets continue to proliferate out there, that greater numbers of people and companies are getting involved in supporting the NRA, and it's critical to do that. I would just take the gold jacket opportunity to say to people, make this your goal. Be part of the support that's so important to protecting our rights, because that's what the NRA is all about.